Hi friends, welcome back to the fourth edition of setting up of end-to-end Selenium automation using TestNG, Maven, Jenkins, using GitHub repository as our code repository, uh, and we are doing this from scratch. And this is part 4 of this series. If you haven't seen first 3 parts, I will suggest you to go back and see first 3 parts, and this is the in continuation of those 3 parts. This is the fourth part. This is the fourth edition. So what we have seen in first 3 part is we configured from scratch Eclipse. We configured Selenium on Eclipse. We created a pom.xml and added various dependency and plugins, and then we ran a Maven test. After that, we also installed a TestNG, created TestNG XML, and we ran our automation using TestNG test as TestNG test. After that, these all things were on local. Then we created a Jenkins jobs and ran our project, ran our automation code using Jenkins job. These things we have seen in first 3 parts. Now in this part, in the fourth part, we are going to see how to put our automation code in version control tool GitHub. GitHub repository is a version control tool wherein or a repo, a repository of a code where you can put your code, you can commit your code, you can push all your code, you can pull that code onto local. And how to do that we'll see. We'll also see various commands we can use, various git commands we can use to do this. And GitHub repository has various UI tools with which we can interact with it. So one of the tool is GitHub desktop. We will use how to use GitHub desktop. The same thing which GitHub desktop can do can be done using git commands. So we'll see both of these git commands as well as GitHub. So let's go back and see what GitHub desktop and GitHub repository does for us. So as always, we'll create GitHub repository from scratch. We'll install GitHub desktop and interact with GitHub repository using GitHub desktop. We'll also use git commands to interact with GitHub repository, and we'll all do this from scratch on our demo setup, which is a Windows 10 box. So we'll do this, but to give you idea what we want to achieve, I have this slide. So GitHub repository, in this GitHub repository we'll store our automation code, whatever automation project we have created. We'll store this using commands. So first we'll create a repository. Repository is a container in which we'll store our automation code. We'll add files into a repo. That always means yes, we are going to store our automation files in whatever the GitHub repository we create. We'll commit those changes. Commit doesn't mean that it will committed on a repository. It will commit locally. That means it's ready to commit into the GitHub repository. Then finally we'll push our automation code into GitHub repository, and thereby we can see our project into GitHub repository. And when we want to pull all the changes which are saved or committed in GitHub repository, we'll use pull. So pull will pull all our project code into our local. To achieve this, we'll use various git commands. First we'll create repository manually. Then we'll use git add command to add all our automation files into GitHub repository. We'll commit the changes and finally push all our code into the GitHub repository using git push command. And when we want to use our code, we want to pull our automation code from GitHub repository to local, then we'll use git pull command. So to give a short demo of this, I will give the short demo of this using some dummy files, and then finally we'll create all this project, or we'll try to push all our automation code which is in our demo setup. All these files will push uh, into GitHub repository after creating it from scratch. But I have an existing repo. I'll give a short demo of that, and then we'll move to the real demo. So I have created a GitHub, a lot of repositories I already have, but to give you a demo, I will create a new repository from here. I can see my repositories, and to create a new repository, I'll click new option, then I'll give I will provide repo name like new repo. You can provide a description, it's publicly available or privately. You can choose and finally initialize it with a readme file, and that is how you can create a repo. So our idea is to keep our automation code in this repository. So but for a demo purpose, I am just creating a folder, and consider this as our workspace, Eclipse workspace, where all the project files are stored. I have a couple of files here. Say for example, just for a demo, I'm creating couple of files. I mean, it doesn't have anything, but I can put something like test, and I'm trying to add these files in a repo, which is this repo. So we'll take help of various git commands to do this. So first of all, we want to make this particular folder, I mean we want to connect this repo with this particular folder. GitHub repository should know that it should work on these files. So to do that, there is a command which is clone, and we can clone this particular repository. That means it will bring all these files of this particular repository in my local folder. So I'm copying a URL, a clone URL. I'm going into this particular folder. I already installed Git on this, and the command for this is like git clone. I'm cloning this particular repository on my local. It will clone. As soon as it clone, it will fetch all the files of the repository into my local, and this is my local repository. Now I'm putting all my files, newly files, which I want to add in this particular folder. There is one more command to check the difference between GitHub repository and your local. So let me go into, just a minute, let me go into the folder, repo folder, local repo folder, and hit git status command, and it will show it's clean. That means the repo, GitHub repository, and local repo has exactly same copies. There is no difference. So now I'm going to add the new files in a local repository. It's same as that of I'm adding a new test case on my local Eclipse workspace, say for example, and then if I want to put those test cases onto GitHub repository, how to do that I'm showing you. So once those files are added, we want to add them using git add command. Git add dot means it will add all the files into repository. It will mark to add files. It will not show up here yet. The files, the new files are marked to add. If I again provide git status command, it will show there are two new files, and once git add command is fired, we will commit these files, and once these are committed, you need to provide my first commit. We need to provide comment for this particular commit. As soon as the comment window is closed, those are committed into the git repository. If I refresh git repository, it should show me the new file. Like these two insertions, it's showing. So let me see. It's showing first commit, which is initial commit. So git commit command will mark the files for commitment, and then when you want to push the newly committed files into repository, we need to fire git push command. Once it is pushed, there will be these new files will be available on git repository. It will show the status, and once it is done, it will show this message. If I refresh this repo, it will show up the new files, and that is how new files are added. So local files are added into GitHub repository. Now we'll see vice versa. If I add a new file in a GitHub repository, how can I pull those files on local using git pull command? So I'm creating a new file here, file on repo, file added. I'm committing this without any comment. So now this file is on GitHub repository, but it's not on local. See here, there are two files initially which we committed and pushed into GitHub repo, but the newly created file and on the repo is not yet here. So there is a difference between the repository and a local. So we can see that using status command, git status. It's showing clean branch. So we want to pull this particular file into the locals using git pull. Let's pull it full file. See, 1 plus means one additional file it found, and that is how the new file is also pulled on our local. So both way we have seen, we have fetched file from GitHub repository onto local, and we also push the local file onto the GitHub repository. The same thing will do, or the same concept will apply to put our automation project code which is on this particular demo box onto the GitHub repository. Will create GitHub repository, will install GitHub desktop and use the same commands like git commands which we used here to push all our code into GitHub repository. In first 3 videos we have worked on this Windows 10 box, and we have created a Maven project. We added pom.xml text ng, and we created a Selenium automation which we ran as a Maven test, and test ng we created various reports. We also ran our Selenium project using Jenkins job, and we have seen various the reports, which test cases are passed and fail like this. So now we are going to put all our automation code into GitHub repository. For that, we'll first install git, and we'll use various git commands to put our code and pull our code and commit our code into GitHub repository. We need to have a GitHub repository account for it. So we'll also create a GitHub repository account from scratch, and finally we also install a GitHub desktop, which is a UI version of instead of using git commands, we can use a UI version to interact with GitHub repository. So let's start with creating a GitHub repository account, then we'll install git, and then finally we'll install GitHub desktop, and then we'll try to push all our code into GitHub repository using git commands. So let's start. So I have created a GitHub account using my email ID, and now this is the first screen after creating GitHub account. I also installed GitHub Desktop, which is a UI version for Git commands. I also installed Git, using which my Git commands are available. Let us check from command prompt. If I fire a Git command, yeah, it will give me whole lot of options, and these commands will use to interact with the Git repository, which is here. If you don't want to use these commands, or not comfortable using these commands, then GitHub Desktop can be used. So it's a UI version. So let's create a first repository on GitHub. Selenium project is my repository name. You can add a description. I'll keeping it as public. I'll initialize this with readme, which is a good practice. It will create a repository having just one file, which is readme.md. So now this is my first repository, and this will act as a placeholder, a container to hold my all automation code, which is still residing on a local. This is my Eclipse workspace, and automation project is there. All these files I want to put in my GitHub repository, which is here. Till now I was running my automation project from local using either a Jenkins job or Eclipse. So now it's a time to put all this code into the GitHub repository. So now a clone command is there, git clone command, which will clone or copy this project into a local. So you need to have a URL, clone URL, which can be taken from this option, clone or download. I'm taking this option and creating a empty folder. This is important. I need to create a empty folder. Selenium project repo. I'll go to command prompt, and then I will use a clone command to copy what are the content of repo into this empty folder. So my first command, git clone, and a clone URL taken from this repo. It will clone means it will put all the content of this GitHub repository on the local. So let us see. This is my folder. Selenium project is the name of, just a minute. It's cloning, so it's showing all objects are pulled into local. We'll check our local, and in this empty folder Selenium project repo, our Selenium project is created, or all the repo files which are there on GitHub are pulled onto our local. This one, it has only one file. Now what we'll do is we'll copy our automation project, everything which is there in Eclipse workspace, or whole Eclipse workspace, we can copy it here. Or if you want, you can only put the project files here. So let's do that way. We'll put only the project files which are needed for us. So I'm copying all our project file into the local GitHub repository. I'm deleting this, but before that let me check the status. GitHub status will give you the difference between the GitHub repo and our local repo. It's giving some kind of problem. Not a Git repository, or this is not a Git repository, so I need to go one level up, and that's why it's giving me problem. So this is a status, and still the same problem. So, oh, I'm running git status command on eAutomation. I should be running this in this particular folder. So let me navigate to this folder, and now I'm running status command to check what's the difference between a GitHub repository content and my local content, and it's saying it's similar, it's exactly same. So now I can copy my project file, Selenium project file, into this, and then we'll push those files into GitHub repository. So let me copy all my Selenium project files into this folder where git is there. This is git file created by git command, and then now I want to add all these files into git repository. It should show the content, so that's why I'm putting like this, and the next command would be git add, and dot means put all the content of this directory into repo, or it will mark to add. It will not directly put, push is the command to put the content, but this git add dot will mark all these files to add into git repository. So this is add command. It's giving me some messages which is fine. After adding this, after add command, we need to commit. The next step is commit. Again, commit will mark all these file for commit. It will not appear in here, and you need to provide a file will be given, or commit m will give you the messages. So you need to give a particular description that my Selenium project check-in, this is my message for this particular commit. Committing it, saving it, and all files, it's the mode is changed, and it's ready to put into the GitHub repository. And using this, the next command would be, and it will be final command, which is push, important command. and what are the committed files are there, those are now pushed. Remember, the files which are above 50 MB won't be pushed. So you make sure that all the files are below 50 MB, which is sufficient for coding Selenium project. Yeah, not a folder, a individual file. So I'm pushing this. So let's see, it will take some time. It's asking me for the GitHub login. If login is correct, it will push all these files into this repository. It's pushing and 100% successful. Now if I check the status, that means if there is any difference between my local repository and the GitHub repository, it's showing no difference. That means all files are pushed. If I now refresh this, it should show me all the projects files. So all the projects files are now on Git repo, and that is how now your all your files, Selenium projects file, are on Git repo. So testers who are not comfortable with these commands, although there are only 4 to 5 important or major commands to put and pull all the files, there is a desktop version, a UI version of it. So, and we installed it, which is GitHub Desktop. I'm launching that app. And it will show, this is my first launch of this app, and it will show the existing repository or what you want to do this. All these the functionality can be achieved by commands, but some people may not feel comfortable with command prompt. So this is the way to use GitHub Desktop. We'll check what are various options on GitHub Desktop. We can clone our project using this. Then the important options are, or what are the configurations are there, those are here. So it is by using your email, it will identify which repository to which GitHub account to connect. So it's connected to my account, which is correct, and now we can create our local repository, or we need to add our local repository which we already have. The path we need to provide, and I'm providing the path of my local repository, which is just now we pull all. This is my local repository, and I'm adding that repository. As soon as I add, it will show up all the files and all. So yeah, so it's showing 0 change files. If now you create one more file or want to add another file in your local, say for example, I'm creating one dummy file, and inserting some comment in dummy file. It's in local repo. Saving it. So as soon as new file is detected, our GitHub Desktop will detect the new file. It will identify the change, so and it will show up this file is a new file, and it's not there. It will show, yeah, it's one file is changed, and dummy file, the name, the content, it will show up. And if you want to commit this file into GitHub repository, then we can do it using commit and push command. We did it through UI, but using GitHub Desktop, it's a pretty good UI. I'm just committing my dummy file. have committed this particular file, and then I'm with this option push to origin. I'm pushing this file, dummy file, into my GitHub repository. It will take some time to push this file, and yeah, the push is completed. And let's see whether that particular file appear here or not. I'm refreshing my GitHub repository, and yeah, GitHub refresh with the new file is here on our GitHub, and that is how it works. I have added a dummy file and put that into GitHub repository. Similarly, if I add a new file having tests, it will also can be pushed into GitHub repository. Let's do that. I have created one file. In fact, I copied it. So I have added account page tests, and will try to add this additional test into GitHub repository. Now, up till now, these two tests are there on GitHub, and this is an additional test which is not yet there on GitHub repository. We'll try to add it now. The physical location of this particular test is this particular file is created. As soon as new file is added, GitHub desktop will detect that new file is there. So once our testing is done, review of this particular code, automation code is done, we are ready to commit the changes into GitHub repository. I'm going to commit this file by providing some comment. Account page tests committed, and once it committed, it's ready to push. I'm pushing it to GitHub. And once, yeah, it is pushed. Now there are 0 changes, so let me check whether that particular file is available now on GitHub repository. Yes, account page file is now available, and that is how it works. And similarly, we can pull all the changes. We can pull all the code, the project onto local, which is there on GitHub, and that is how GitHub works. We can use GitHub desktop if you're comfortable using UI. We have GitHub commands if you're comfortable with commands. So that is how we can push or save our project into GitHub repository. So this fourth video is related to how to push our code into GitHub repository. I hope you enjoy it. If you haven't seen my first 3 videos, you can check them out along with this one. Subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Bye.